Claudine Hellmuth, and I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy, interesting background that you can use in your ATCs, your collage, and your scrapbooking projects. You won't want to miss it, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to take this plain white piece of paper and turn it into an interesting background using Adirondack inks, ink blending tool, a mini mister filled with water, and a little bit of gel medium. First, what you want to do is take a little bit of gel medium and spread it all over the background. Here I'm just using a tag just to do a quick demonstration. Then you want to take your plain paper and just place it down on your tag. I'm just going to use the craft tool here quickly to dry it. You just want to dry it just a little tiny bit so that it feels like it's stuck to your background. I'll just tear it down a little bit here. Then I'm going to take my masking tape here, just plain masking tape, and stick it across the surface. And I'll use a scraper to scrape it on. Then I'm just going to rip my paper all the way across. And then I will repeat. So more tape, a new direction, scraping, and ripping. That one didn't rip very well. Sometimes that happens. Didn't scrape very hard. There we go. Maybe I'll do one more. There we go. So you can see here we have the background of the tag showing. I don't know if you can see. I'll try to hold it close. We've got the top level of paper and then the paper pulp. So right now it doesn't look very interesting, but it will in a minute. I'm going to cut it down so that it's closer to the tag. Like that. Maybe I'll rip this last piece to create some variation at the bottom. And you can always rip a little bit of extras on the side. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take pick a color, a couple colors here of my inks. These are the Adirondack inks. And I'll take my ink blending tool here and put a little piece of felt on the bottom and just stamp into the inks. And I've got a non-stick craft sheet down here. And I'm going to stamp into the inks, and then I'm just going to bring it lightly onto the paper. Like that. Then at this point, maybe I'll add a little bit of green. This here is lettuce. And maybe a little bit more blue. I think I'll go with a little bit of a darker blue. This one here is Stream. Just on the edges like that. Then what you want to do is take your mini mister here and just spritz with water. It's only filled with water. Spritz lightly. And then take a paper towel and blend and blot. And spritz again if you want to create more variation. And you can see up in here up here, we've got some really interesting areas going on where it's soaking into the paper differently than the tag. I can also come back in onto my wet paper with a little bit of more ink colors, blending my inks on the craft sheet and bringing them in like that. And you can keep mixing and matching and then dabbing with your paper towel until you get a background that you like. And then you can imagine this as a background. Maybe I add a figure to it or something like that. Maybe she gets a little hat or a crown or something like that. So it's a really easy way to create an interesting background, and all we did was use a white piece of copy paper.